funny. They either respect you to no end or they loathe you entirely. And you think that's just because you're a truth guy?
Yeah,
I think that's why.
What do you know about Tyrus's marriage? Many celebrity marriages have been known not to last more than 72 hours. They may start with a lot of funfare but end abruptly. However, this is not always the case, as we will find out in the life of Tyrus and his wife. You will never guess who he is married to. Fortunately, there are other celebrities who had enjoyed a lasting relationship. Join us as we delve into Tyrus's marriage and that of other celebrities. Celebrities' marriages. The relationships of many celebrities are usually short-lived. They have been known to end after a mere 72 days, which looks like a perfect love at first, with people often looking up to these relationships as examples of love like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, and so on. There is hope, as this stereotype doesn't apply to all celebrities. Many have successful, long-lasting relationships and marriages. The entertainment industry has evolved, and many celebrities now prioritize their personal lives and relationships. One of the many people is Tyrus. He has a very unique marriage, and who he got married to has never stopped to amaze everyone. Are you curious to know just that? To make it more comprehensive, let's view other marriages and how the celebrities have been able to keep their loves intact. Sean Hannity and Ainsley Earhardt. Sean Hannity and Ainsley Earhardt have been together for 4 years. Fox News has identified Ainsley Earhardt and Sean Hannity as a duo that will become a phenomenon in the United States. Since their meeting in 2019, the two broadcasters are rumored to have been romantically involved. However, there's no confirmation yet that they are engaged. With a romantic relationship burning between them since 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, it seems to get stronger. They've occasionally made public appearances together. Vanity Fair reaffirmed this when they published an extensive analysis of the couple, including their astounding private helicopter arrival at one of Donald Trump's golf courses, leaving onlookers in amazement. Given the couple's preference for privacy, it is unlikely that any engagement news will be immediately shared with the public. Earhardt, previously married twice, and Hannity, who divorced in 2019, understand the media scrutiny that comes with their high-profile careers. They consciously choose to keep their relationship details private. This effort helps protect their personal lives from public and media interference. While rumors persist, Ainsley Earhardt and Sean Hannity remain committed to keeping their relationship details private. Whether or not they decide to take the next step remains a matter of personal choice, away from the public eye. Fans and followers will have to wait for any official announcements from the couple themselves. Kathie Lee Gifford and Frank Gifford. Kathie Lee Gifford and Frank Gifford have been together for 28 years. Kathie Lee Gifford and Frank Gifford shared the same birthday and a significant portion of their lives. Together, they exchanged vows in October 1986 when Frank was 56 years old and Kathie Lee was 33. Despite their age difference, they remained committed to each other, spending the next 28 years together. Frank, who transitioned from being an athlete for the New York Giants to a television commentator, passed away in 2015 at the age of 84. By that time, he and Kathie Lee had already welcomed 2 children. Kathie Lee continued to host The Today Show until 2019, returning to the set as a guest 1 year later. Speaking on the union recently, Kathie Lee said she views everything as a choice, including love, forgiveness, and giving up on a marriage. Still talking about the past, she greatly stressed forgiveness, saying unforgiveness makes one dwell on the past. Kathie said, "It's a cancer in your soul, and I don't want that. I don't want it for me, I don't want it for anyone I love. I want people to be blessed, and we all make our choices." Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa. Mark Consuelos and Kelly Rea have been together for 28 years. The love story of Mark Consuelos and Kelly Rea transitioned from on-screen to a long-term relationship. Their lifelong romance speaks volumes about their commitment and devotion to each other. Their chemistry to lifelong partnership is quite remarkable. It all began when they were cast together in the production of All My Children. Despite their role on screen, their connection went beyond scripted lines, and they started dating as soon as filming commenced. This seemed like love at first sight, and well, it certainly seemed. Mark and Kelly opted for a modest wedding ceremony in 1996, in what looked like a hasty decision 1 year later. While their decision might have seemed impulsive, it's evident that they didn't rush into it without careful consideration, which may have included compatibility, as their enduring 28-year relationship speaks volumes about their continued love for each other. Chris Cuomo and Christina Grieven Cuomo. Chris Cuomo and Christina Grieven Cuomo have been together for 19 years. The combination of a television journalist and a magazine editor is a perfect match. According to reports, Chris and Christina are exceptionally close companions. They tied the knot in the 1001 Church in Southampton, where Christina grew up. Interestingly, Christina arrived a bit late for their wedding in Southampton. While some speculated it might have been a runaway bride scenario, she encountered difficulty putting on her stunning Oscar d'Era gown. This was a memorable start to their relationship. They have welcomed 3 lovely children and are highly committed to family life. Christina and Chris love to take the kids to their home in Long Island on the weekends. Don Lemon and Tim Malone. These couple has been together for the past 4 years. Tim is a real estate agent from New York, and Don is a cable news network news anchor. They began dating in 2016. They declared their engagement years later. Lemon and Malone have made public appearances together, including at events and on social media. They have expressed support for each other's careers and personal endeavors. Don was an employee of Cable News Network for more than a decade, served as the presenter of CNN Tonight, and contributed frequently. As a Cable News Network newsroom correspondent, the journalist was valued at $10 million before he resigned. On April 6, 2024, Don Lemon and Tim Malone officially married. The former Cable News Network anchor, Don, 58, and Malone, 40, a real estate broker, tied the knot at a church ceremony before heading to a swanky reception at the Ralph Lauren Polo Bar, where the couple had their first date. Pat Sajak and Leslie Brown. Pat Sajak and Leslie Brown have spent 31 years together. The humorous presenter of Wheel of Fortune has been married to Lizzie, a photographer, for over 3 decades. Before meeting Sajak, Brown was a model and an aspiring actress. The longtime couple met in 1988 through mutual friends at the grand opening of a friend's sports bar in 1988. However, the two didn't see sparks fly straight away. Their relationship started as a platonic friendship. They made sure to maintain contact, and things eventually turned romantic. By the following year, Sajak and Brown were married. They are blessed with 2 children. Leslie has remained by Pat's side throughout his health issues and the ups and downs of his career. Since their 1989 weddings, the dynamic couple has exemplified the quintessence of maintaining a loving marriage and ensuring its longevity. Mavis Leno and Jay Leno. Mavis Leno and Jay Leno have been together for 38 years. Jay is better known for being an automobile enthusiast, but his wife, Mavis, will always be his first passion and the object of his devotion. Jay Leno and Mavis Leno's love story started at a comedy club. The former Tonight Show host met his wife after he performed at the iconic Comedy Store in the 70s. Jay admittedly wasn't very good at dating, and Mavis didn't think she would ever walk down the aisle. With their relationship spanning the past 38 years, the two became acquainted in 1976 while Jay performed at a Comedy Store. They later married in 1980 and agreed never to have kids. When asked what changed her mind, Mavis said, "It was just that by the time we were together, I was 34, I was past it. Although that was an important gesture for me to make, that I could live without being married." Leno later explained to the Los Angeles Times that he wanted Mavis to be covered by his insurance if something happened to him. He said, "I had this insurance policy, and I thought if something happened to me, my girlfriend wouldn't be covered. But if we're married, we're covered, so we might as well get married." Not the most romantic. Mavis didn't even get an engagement ring immediately, he said. Mavis Lino is involved in various philanthropic efforts, including women's rights and arts education. Jay Leno has often spoken highly of his wife, Mavis, and has credited her with being a strong support system throughout his career. With the challenges that come from being in the public eye, their marriage has endured, and they remain a beloved couple in the entertainment industry. Now, here is what we know about Tyrus's marriage. Tyrus and Ingrid Rink. Tyrus, an American wrestler, is married to fitness mogul Ingrid Rink. Ingrid has been passionate about wellness since she was 15 and is an entrepreneur in the health and wellness industry. It is speculated that they had been together for a significant period before tying the knot. Many still refer to Ingrid Rink as Tyrus's long-term girlfriend. Although they frequently made public appearances together and eventually moved in together, they kept their relationship private. By maintaining a balance between the public and private spheres, the couple appears to be able to appreciate their relationship without the constant scrutiny of the general public. They've constructed a life collectively that embodies their mutual values and inclinations, ensuring that specific facets of their voyage remain concealed from the media. As a result, it was challenging to ascertain whether they were married or not. However, Tyrus unveiled their marital status on April 26, 2022, when he tweeted that they had been married for years, but officially gave her a real proposal. "It's never too late to make things right. This woman is my everything, and she deserves the world, and it's my honor she chose me as the love of my life." Tyrus and Ingrid have 3 children together, 2 of which are Tyrus's stepkids. Their daughter's name is Georgie Jane Murdoch. She was born on the 7th of May, 2014, and is currently 9. Ingrid shared a touching message on her Instagram, praising her daughter for her excellent coordination while working out. Is that all you need to know? No, keep watching for more. Tom Selleck and Jilly Mack. The pair have been together for 30 years. Tom was so utterly captivated by Jilly and her performance in the musical Cats that he could not look away upon seeing her. He wasted no time extending an invitation, and their relationship blossomed. 2 years into their relationship, Tom invited Jilly as his date to the state dinner at the White House in 1985, where President Reagan and his wife Nancy invited him. They went on other iconic dates as the relationship progressed rapidly. After that, Jilly relocated to Hawaii to be closer to Tom, solidifying their bond. They were soon spotted together walking the red carpet and gracing the pages of various publications. In a moment of spontaneity, the couple decided to elope and secretly tied the knot in 1987. Since then, Tom has shifted his focus away from the limelight, opting instead to prioritize spending time with his wife and daughter. The couple raised their daughter on a secluded 65-acre ranch in Ventura, California, stepping out of the spotlight for a more family-oriented life. She grew up horse riding on the ranch's horse corral. This goes on to show how committed the couple is to family life. Naga Munchetty and James Hagar. Naga Munchetty and James Hagar spent 16 years together. Naga Munchetty, a prominent television host, is well known for her contributions to British Broadcasting Corporation Breakfast. Beyond her work on this show, she has also significantly contributed to other BBC programs such as British Broadcasting Corporation World News and the afternoon program named Working Lunch. Apart from her hosting skills, Naga is also musically talented in playing the trumpet and piano. Naga found success in her romantic relationship with James Hagar, an independent television broadcast consultant, whom she married at 2007. She is known to work for different networks and has maintained a balanced personal and professional life. Naga even showcased her competitive side by participating in the Celebrity Catchphrase competition in 2021. As we keep unfolding couples who have lived for decades despite being in the spotlight, keep watching as we will soon get the one that has been together for 40 years. Naga and her husband share a similar hobby, which is their passion for golf. Naga has attributed the success of her marriage to mutual kindness. Last year, Naga revealed that she and James have never wanted children. She shared that their busy schedules meant they had never wanted to have kids. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell have been in a relationship since 1983, making them one of Hollywood's most enduring couples. Even though they have been together for over 40 years, they have never felt the need to formalize their relationship through marriage, making it one of the longest in Hollywood. The lovers first met on a movie set in 1968, but a 6-year age difference and a reluctance to date within the industry kept them apart. They reconnected 15 years later during an audition and have been inseparable. When she began dating Russell, Hawn was already a mother of 2 to Kate and Oliver Hudson, her children with her second husband, Bill Hudson. And she says it was Russell's interaction with her kids that made her fall for him. She went on to say he was amazing with them. He was such a natural. Over the past 40 years, the pair have shared the screen and blended their families. Kurt brought his son Boston from a previous marriage, and Goldie had her children Oliver and Kate Hudson from a past relationship together. They welcomed their son in 1986 and became grandparents to 7 children. The couple has made a shocking revelation about the success of their relationship. You can hardly guess. Interestingly, the couple believes the key to their long-lasting relationship is linked to the fact that they never got married. If you like your independence, there's something psychological about not being married because it gives you the freedom to make decisions one way or the other, Hawn said. Although they sparked wedding rumors in 1989, those reports were ultimately false when asked about their decision not to marry in 2023. Hawn also stated that another secret to the success of their relationship, which, according to her, is love, intimacy, gratitude, and compassion, is that sometimes every man or every woman will drive their partner crazy. Hawn and Russell were honored with dual stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in May 2017. It turned out to be a love fest. In November 2020, the couple shared the screen again in The Christmas Chronicles 2 as Christmas power couple Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. Hawn also appeared in the first film with her son, Oliver Hudson. Goldie and Hawn's relationship remains a beautiful one in Hollywood. Jeff Bridges and Susan Geston. Jeff Bridges and Susan Geston have been together for over 4 decades, precisely 47 years. Jeff Bridges and his wife Susan Bridges have a love story for the ages. The pair met in 1975 while Jeff was filming Rancho Deluxe. It was like a love-at-first-sight scenario for him. While it was an immediate connection for him, Susan didn't exactly feel the same way at first, and Jeff has admitted that asking Susan out wasn't an easy task. Once he finally got the courage to ask her out, she said no. Regardless of the initial rejection, the two ran into each other again and hit it off. She came to the wrap party and we danced and we fell in love and boom, that was it, Jeff said. They tied the knot in 1977. Susan is originally from Fargo, North Dakota. When she met Jeff, she was 21 years old and working as a waitress at a restaurant in Paradise Valley, Montana, to save money for college. While they've been married for more than 45 years, the couple is still in the honeymoon phase. Susan and Jeff are parents to 3 adult daughters, Isabel, Jessica, and Haley. The couple's children are very important to them, and the girls are equally grateful for their parents, whose long-lasting relationship has inspired them. Through their eldest daughter, Isabel, the couple are grandparents to 2 young grandchildren, Gracie and Ben. The couple have supported each other through some of life's toughest moments. Susan was Jeff's support system when he was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin lymphoma in October 2020. While Jeff is now in remission, the couple has opened up about the 1.5 years that he was sick, as well as his near-death experience with COVID-19. The couple revealed that the key to their enduring marriage is mutual respect for one another. Jeff has been with Susan almost as long as he has worked in Hollywood, and she has supported him through it all, attending various movie premieres and award shows with him over the years. Jeff Bridges and Susan Justin Bridges' family is filled with actors. They have a strong connection to the entertainment industry, with 2 daughters as actresses, a nephew, and a brother in the entertainment industry. This makes them portray each role with ease. In January 2024, the couple attended the 75th Annual Emmy Awards as their timeless bond grew deeper. Lester Holt and Carol Hagen, 40 years. Lester Holt and his wife, Carol Hagen, met in the early 1980s. She was a flight attendant when they met, and Holt was still far away from becoming the beloved news anchor on National Broadcasting Company news that we know today. Holt asked Hagen on a rather unusual date when they first started dating. He was called to cover a fire in Napa Valley and asked Hagen to join him. Hagen admitted that she was intrigued and went along with him. She knew then that his career was fast-paced and said she knew what she was getting into when she began dating him. A while later, Hagen lost her job just as Holt landed a position as a reporter on WCBS television, so she followed him to New York for his new job. The couple moved to New York in 1981, where Holt started his new position, and Hagen looked for new opportunities. By 1982, the pair walked down the aisle and then moved to Los Angeles. They then welcomed a son, Stephen Holt, in 1987. The couple has been married for 40 years, and many fans have asked about the secret to their long and happy marriage. Holt said in 2020 interviews that the key to a happy marriage was laughter and being silly together. A few years later, the pair celebrated the birth of their second son, Cameron. He now works as an equity derivatives trader. The couple now enjoys their time together being grandparents, with Lester being called Granddude by his 2 grandsons, Henry III and Sam I. Savannah Guthrie and Michael Feldman, 15 years. Today show host Savannah Guthrie and her husband Michael Feldman have been together for over a decade. The pair first met at Guthrie's 40th birthday party in 2008, though they didn't begin dating until the following year. After getting engaged in 2013, they married in 2014. Guthrie and Feldman started their family soon after their wedding day. They welcomed their first child, a daughter named Vale Guthrie Feldman, on August 13, 2014. 2 years later, they welcomed another baby. On December 8, 2016, Guthrie gave birth to their son, Charles Charlie Max Feldman. Guthrie has talked about becoming a parent later in life, saying that she had always wanted to be a mom, and that the two were worried they may have waited too long when Vale was born. Guthrie was 43, and Feldman was 46. In addition to being parents, Guthrie and Feldman are an impressive power couple in their careers. Guthrie has been a main KEO anchor on Today since 2012, and Feldman co-founded a consulting firm. The two have balanced their successful careers, 2 kids, and their relationship, though they've admitted it takes careful planning to make it all work. Juan Williams and Susan DeLise, 42 years together. The award-winning journalist Juan Williams has been happily married to his wife, Susan DeLise, for over 4 decades. The duo tied the knot in 1978 and have been together ever since. Williams and his wife share 3 children, a daughter named Reagan Williams Harold, and sons Antonio Williams and Raphael Williams, affectionately called Rafi. He was the press secretary for the United States Department of Housing and Development under Secretary Ben Carson. Unlike her husband, Susan DeLise prefers to keep a low profile. Little is known about Susan's professional background. Juan has been a political commentator for an extended period. He's contributed to publications such as The Washington Post and is an associate at The 5 Show. In total, he has a fortune of $2 million. Juan also appeared on The Fox Files and outnumbered 2,020 programs. While Juan is 66 years old, Susan is reportedly in her 60s. Juan has an active social media presence and loves sharing pictures of himself and his family. Recently, he shared a picture of him and his wife holding their grandkids. Wolf Blitzer and Lynn Greenfield, 47 years together. Lynn Greenfield has been married to Wolf Blitzer for over 50 years. Wolf Blitzer is a cable news network anchor. The couple resides in Bethesda, Maryland, and were married in 1973. Greenfield reportedly works as a personal shopper at the Saks Fifth Avenue store in the Chevy Chase section of Maryland. She travels the world with her husband when he has duties in other countries. Lynn and Wolf welcomed a daughter, Ilana Blitzer Gendelman, in 1981. Like her father, Ilana pursued journalism as a career. She is the beauty editor for Health magazine. Wolf Blitzer's presence has been ubiquitous on cable news network for decades, signifying his indispensability to the organization's humanitarian efforts. He has earned himself numerous honors, including the esteemed Journalist Pillar of Justice and Emmy, among others, in recognition of his journalistic contributions. This is a remarkable accomplishment. Lynn Greenfield and Wolf Blitzer have one grandchild, Reuben Daniel Snyder. Ilana and her husband welcomed their son in August 2016. Denzel Washington and Pauletta Washington, 41 years. The couple first met in 1977 and are married for over 40 years. On June 25, 1983, they said, "I do," and are now celebrating 41 years of marriage. Like many other actors who started dating, Pauletta and Denzel met on set. At the start of their careers, they both had roles in the television movie Wilma in 1977. Later, they were introduced to each other at a party. Denzel jokingly revealed that at that party he talked about seeing a play, and when he went to see the play, he ran into Pauletta again. On their first date, Pauletta had to pay for the cab because Denzel had run out of money, and their relationship has lasted ever since. Although the couple has been happily married for over 4 decades, Denzel had to propose 3 times for Pauletta to say, "Yes, finally." Years later, in an interview with Access Hollywood, even Denzel Washington was confused about why the first 2 attempts had failed. "Because I said no," was his now wife's straightforward answer. Throughout the years, both Pauletta and Denzel stressed that there is no one secret to a successful marriage. But being committed to each other and working on issues that might arise is key. It's not all the honeymoon, it doesn't last forever, so you work at it. "And hopefully you're good friends first, that might help," said Denzel Washington in an interview. After being married for 12 years and building a family together, the pair renewed their vows in 1995 during a romantic ceremony in South Africa. Despite his difficult childhood, Denzel and his wife Pauletta raised their children in a happy, stable home. Pauletta and Denzel Washington welcomed their first child a year after getting married. John David Washington, who has since become a Hollywood A-lister, was followed by Katya, and in 1991 by twins Olivia and Malcolm. The Washington children have budding careers in the movie industry, just like their parents. While Denzel's acting career took off and put him more in the public eye than Pauletta, she says this didn't negatively affect their connection, as they only grew closer. And Denzel has always made sure to give Pauletta credit where it was due throughout the years. The world of entertainment and Hollywood is filled with short-lived relationships. Still, some celebrity couples have defied the odds and maintained long-lasting relationships and marriages, as we have already delved into their captivating love stories. These couples have shown that Hollywood marriages can last a lifetime with commitment, love, and dedication. Most of them stated or implied that the secret to their marriage was communication, trust, mutual respect, support for each other's careers, and shared values and interests. Very important is the ability to adapt and grow together. These long-lasting marriages inspire many, proving that love can conquer all, even in Hollywood's glamorous but often tumultuous world. In the world of celebrities with many unstable relationships, what may help sustain long-lasting relationships? Feel free to air your views in the comments section. Make sure to like and subscribe. Before you go, click on the video displayed on your screen.